So, I'm in this very bright spot to talk about a very dark subject. Not really. Man, another day. I had one earlier today, Walmart order, and it was a shopping order, and there's 2 items, and it's like some nicotine patches. And I went to the store and I looked around. It wasn't in the aisle that it said it was. And I looked around the whole dang pharmacy section, and by that time I was already like, man, I'm gonna be so behind now that I'm gonna miss the next 20-minute order. And so, like, literally right at like the next hour, on the like 17 or something like that, I found them, but they're in like a case, not like just in a corner, like hidden away. And at that point I was just like, man, forget this. I still gotta drive like 10 minutes, 15 minutes to the person's house. And there was no employees around anywhere, so like I wasn't getting that stuff out of the case anytime soon. And the thing was saying like, oh, it looks like you're behind. Don't worry, you just keep shopping. So I just like can't find the item. I said I couldn't find it. It's like, if I can't even get to it, I don't know. I just didn't want to deal with it, I guess. I thought it was a bunch of bullshit, and I don't know. If me not getting them nicotine patches is what causes them to go back to smoking, then it's not my fault. They should have planned better. I don't know. There's stores around that are closer. Oh, but anyway, yeah. Man, I'm just feeling like these apps are like, I feel like they're getting worse and worse, and I feel like they're meant to do that. It feels like they're meant to. Spark is the only good one now. Like, all the rest are so shitty. Not making any money on them. And I'm just thinking like, well, shit, what do I do now? What's the plan? And I guess that's why I created that last video. There's no easy way or no secret to success. Because I'm just feeling like at a loss here, like, how do I actually make some damn money? I've been talking with a girlfriend just about like getting a job, and like, well, what could I get? I got a CNA license, but I don't have the shot, and where I'm at, you need the shot, and I didn't want to get the shot. And that's just my personal, like, I worked in the healthcare when it was all going around, and people who got the shots, they all had it. It's like, oh, it made the symptoms worse. Like, it made the symptoms better. And it's like, I didn't see that. I didn't get the shot at all, and I got it, the thing, and it was like nothing. And the people who got the shot, like, I don't know. The whole damn thing is just a freaking mess. And all my friends, they are all like pro. They all got it except for one, and they all argued with him, and no one argued with me about it. And it's probably because they knew they wouldn't get anywhere or something like that. Maybe they just assumed I had it because I worked in healthcare. But no, I worked up until the very end when it was either where the option was get fired, or you're gonna get removed if you don't have it, which I thought was messed up. I think just that whole scenario really turned me off from getting it too. Just like, wow, this is really forced, and like, you kind of feel like a victim or whatever. Feel like, oh, or not a victim, but like you're being persecuted or whatever. And dude, some fucking lady's parked right next to me. Alright, I'm back. It was a lady. She pulls up. It's hard not to assume the worst. Like, it's like I just gonna be some Karen to be like, get off my property, and like I'm not even on anyone's property right now. I'm like in a dead spot of houses right here. And she's like, do you need help? And And I'm like, oh, no, I'm just doing a video. And she's like, okay, take care. Like, okay. thank you. It's like, that's nice of you. So I thought that was funny. But I think I'm in like a bad spot or something. Because everyone's like stopping me. I think it's because my car is dirty. I got a new car, a newer car, but if it looks dirty, I think people think it's shabby or something. I don't know. I'm in a nice neighborhood. That's where I like to do my videos, because people don't bother you, but they'd still do. But anyway, I can never seem to find a place. I guess I'm just approachable like that, and I'll look at it in a positive way. Anyway. But, yeah, I just, like, sustainability, these apps, like, what's the end goal? How the hell do I get out of it? I'm looking into, like, doing some computer security stuff, like, thinking about learning those programs, and I'm not sure if I need to go to school for it. People are saying, like, oh, you're going to start need to go to school, and then there's people saying, like, oh, you can just get hired just knowing how to do it. And it's like, I really want something where I don't have to work with other people. And I know it sounds shitty and like horrible, but like every job that I can think of getting right now would require working with people or customers, or because I can't go to do the CNA stuff even though I have that certificate and license, and it's like, and I hated it anyway, so it wasn't a good choice for me. I liked it at the start, and then becoming a CNA caregiver to CNA was just rough. I didn't like it was pretty similar. I think it was just the place I was working. It was so rough. It was really rough. That's all I'll say about it. and that I was one of the last people there that were still there after 8 months of working there. Everyone else quit. I think we lost half our class in orientation. Shit. Yeah. But that's how bad it was. So yeah, like, what's the end goal, man? What's the end goal? I mean, like, I can make decent money doing this. Like, I don't know what other job I can do where I can like, if I went hard at it, I can make like $1,400 in a week. Well, I mean, and I could probably even do more if I worked a lot more. I just really value my laziness. I value I won't call it laziness. I value my own time a lot more, and that's another reason I don't want to go to some 40-hour a week job. It's like I can't stand it. It feels like slavery, and I never enjoy the job, and I don't enjoy being around people who enjoy being in that environment. If that makes sense. Those type of people just are like, what are you doing? You know, this is horrible. Why do you agree to this? And maybe they're the smart ones. Maybe they figured it out early, and that life just is ass and you have to work. That's probably the reality, but I don't know. I was just hoping for something more, you know? And, you know, you could say it's a crime, call it a crime or whatever. I just wanted more, you know? I was a bit of a dreamer, and I believed God was gonna provide something for me, but nothing ever happened. And people say like, oh, well, you should have worked at it yourself. It's like, man, I did, but I also was like trying to let God lead me, and that never worked or happened. I guarantee you, I trusted God more than most Christians ever freaking did. Like, to let years go by trusting and waiting and patience, which is what they keep telling you. Yeah, it's just a bunch of horse shit. But anyway, I'm just bitter about it because I feel like I wasted a lot of time believing that stuff, not actually moving towards anything. But then, you know, then it's like, well, what's life all about? Is it just about like status and making money and all that? Is that what it's about? It's like, well, it definitely feels good and helps, like, helps out, you know? And so, man, it's weird. Got a bunch of people. Yeah, there's no house to my left, so I'm not parked in front of someone's house. I'm just chilling here. So, Douglas, is that security? I think there are security people, I'm not sure. But anyway, I guess they think I'm casing the joint or something. didn't think my car looked that bad. Dang, rich people, man, they're all looking out for each other. That's what they do, man. But they also seem very close-knit. Won't let their secrets out because someone's got to do the shit work, right? I think that's the reality. I think that's the reality. It's people that are in on it and people that don't. People that aren't in and people that are in. Who knows, man? I just know that I'll probably never be in that in group. I had friends that were pretty successful, but I guess they just decided mental faculties weren't all up to par for them, and so I'm not a part of their little clan anymore. Kind of sucks. But yeah, that's why I make these videos, just trying to find some people who are like-minded, you know? I want to try and find some people who are feeling stuck, and then maybe we can come up with some kind of solution. Maybe it's just me, you know? Maybe it's just me and I'm just a whiner and I gotta figure this out. Just gotta suck it up and get some crappy job. There was a while there where I was working like 3 jobs. That was a couple years ago. I was making good money, but yeah, back to like making good money. That reminded me of what I just said. Yeah, like I can make good money doing this, but for some reason I never am able to like keep it up, you know? So I'll have like couple really good weeks and I'll be good, I'll be set, and then I'll have some saved money, and then I'll have one bad week and it's like, and then I lose it all again, or like I don't lose it all, but I lose a good portion of it, and it's like, that's not stable, you know? And it ends up coming out to where you have to work, and I can imagine what it is for people who just do DoorDash and Uber, like, and all those crappy ones. It must be way worse. You must be just like having to struggle all the time because you're always worried about not having enough money. Like, and I do that now, and so it's just crazy. It's just crazy how. But the thing is I don't think it's any better getting a regular job, because when I had a regular job, even 2, money was still tight. Like, what is the deal with that? I don't think I had lifestyle creep, or like I wasn't like spending any more than I usually would. So I just don't get it. I was playing music for 2 different churches. I was a caregiver, and I worked in this factory making musical equipment, like this workshop, kind of small operation. And still, yeah. Oh, and then things went downhill because the factory job, during the pandemic thingy, it got closed down because there weren't a lot of bands using our musical equipment, so there's no customers buying the stuff, and that's pretty brutal. And so I just went to the full caregiving because the church's services also stopped a lot, and so whatever progress I was making, it just gone, you know? Kind of sucked. It seems to be how life is, though. Once you get like groove going, you figure something out, and the rug gets swept up from underneath you, it seems like. I don't know who's up there trying to controlling all this situation, you know what I'm saying? It can feel like that sometimes, like someone's just orchestrating, like, oh, no, you're not supposed to be making that much money. Better knock you down a peg. You know, that's what it can feel like. Especially doing the delivery. It's like, oh, you had a good week? Well, time to have a shit one where you make $400. That was probably disgusting. But anyway, yeah, I'll probably call this like this video, the game seems rigged, or something like that. I don't know, because like my last video actually gained 2 subscribers, so that was pretty cool. I'm a new YouTube channel, so it's slim pickings out there. You gotta take the wins where you can get them. But yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to figure out what people want from me, you know, like, and I guess if people want me to keep talking about this kind of stuff, That's where I got my last 2 subscribers, and I feel like the gig economy, like the gig tubers, it's so saturated, and it's like people have already said a lot of that stuff that, I mean, I got complaints all day about how things seem unfair. I'm good at that. Yeah. Oh man. Well, there's a lot of that too. I don't know. I just got to find my niche, but I also don't want a bunch of depressing people to follow me. But I don't know. Maybe we can make each other feel better and not so alone. That'd be a plus. But anyway, I'll probably edit this one up. It's because it's already gonna be way too long, I think. Just me rambling. But I hope someone finds some enjoyment out of this. I know. Or my early YouTube, before I was creating stuff, I liked videos where people were like rambling about these types of topics, because then I was like, man, they get it. You know, they get it. It seems like everyone's in the same boat. Like everyone's finding the damnedest time to try and save some money, try and make it. And I don't know how the hell I'm ever supposed to get a house. Like, good freaking luck. Yeah, it's just crazy. I guess I just have to work more and be slave Ben. That's the only way, it seems like. Work 3 jobs, never sleep. Never sleep, never eat. I don't know. It's bullshit. I'm gonna go wash my car because these old folks in this neighborhood are all glaring at me.
What does he think he's doing in my neighborhood? In my rich white neighborhood? I don't think so, mister.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? People like that. Just gross, man. Just gross. I don't know. Maybe I'd be that way too if I felt like I worked hard to get these nice houses and I don't know, someone threatens my livelihood. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Yeah, everyone's different though. You know, you got people here. I'd say the majority of people just don't give a shit. You know, but then you got the Karens. You know, they're all around. I run into at least 1 or 2 a day driving. They're terrible drivers, by the way. Yeah. I'd love to do like some kind of live stream too. I think I need more subscribers for that though. Because I think I can ramble and people, I can talk about things that people bring up, and I think I come up with some of my best ideas just kind of like on the fly, thinking about myself, and then I forget them instantly. I don't write them down. And I get a few of them sometimes when I write them down. And then I have the idea, then this also happens. Then it's actually trying to communicate that to other people, making that information coherent. That's another step that you don't really think about when you have a good idea for yourself. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go wash my car. I'll talk to you guys later. This video is not much to do with the gig. I guess it is. Gotta figure out a way to tie this into the gig stuff, like doing this park. I feel like this type of video would be better if I had more subscribers and they knew me for gig stuff, but whatever. I seem to have gotten 2 subscribers from my last complaining video, so maybe this one will work too. Alright, peace out. About to go on a busy street. Bye.